Hey buddies, and welcome to this episode of This Week in Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm your host, Dylan from the Buddy Force, here with Gabe and Miko from the Buddy Force. How are you guys doing today?
Pretty good.
Yeah, so for all you guys who don't know, this is going to be pre-recorded, and we started a little bit later than we wanted to. It's 11 p.m. right now, and we have a lot of stuff to cover. Hopefully this isn't going to be too long, but yeah, we've got a lot of stuff to cover. This was a busy week for Yu-Gi-Oh, right, guys?
Allegedly.
Yeah, we've got quite a few things to talk about, all of which are pretty exciting, except for the first one, and we're just going to hop right into it because I'm ready to go to bed. 11's normally when I go nappy time. We've got Nowriz, Elise, the Dragon of Beauty and Faith. It's a card that got released as a V-Jump promo in the OCG, so we don't know how we're getting it in the TCG yet. I really like the artwork. It's pink, got cherry blossoms on it. It's a level 7 Wind Dragon. Attack is 2,000, defense is 2,500. You can use each of its effects once per turn. And it reads, if this card is in the graveyard, you can send one level 5 or higher monster from your hand to the graveyard, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. Second one reads, if this card is destroyed by battle or is destroyed by an opponent's card effect while in its owner's possession, you can target one card your opponent controls, banish it. I'm not sure how to feel about this necessarily. It seems like it could be an interesting extender in the right deck. I don't know, what do you guys think about it? Like, do you guys have any use cases for it?
It's a dragon.
Yeah.
Like, you can maybe play it in Dragon Link. Oh, yo, you discard Tempest? Busted. This is a wind? Just Tempest Fire. Easy.
Yeah, I was trying to think about, like, how many level 5 or higher monsters do you want to pitch to the grave while getting a level 7 out? Because nothing here restricts you to any certain type. So I guess, like, if you just need, like, another thing for link fodder and you were going to send it anyways. Weirdly enough, the first thing that I thought of was sending Wonder Wand, which makes no sense because you'd never put this in Orchist. But that was the first thing I thought of. I was like, hey, you could send Wonder Wand with this. World Wand. That's what it is.
Oh, you can send Orchis Nightmare.
Yeah, you can send Orchis Nightmare too. And it's just, yeah, no, I don't think I'm ever going to see anybody play this in an Orchis deck. Okay, next thing.
You can see this in like an OCG grass deck. That's about it.
Yeah, but sadly we still don't have grass, which is a spoiler for what we're going to talk about later on, but we'll get to that. Next, we've got the full deck list for DBAG. I don't remember the name of the set. What is it again? Ancient Guardians?
Something like that. It's D-bag.
Yeah. So we've got the full list here and rarities for the OCG set. It looks like there are 3 ultra rares. It's the 3 boss monsters of each of the archetypes. It seems like the supers are pretty even amongst Rzarktik, Dremacord, and Abhis. The one thing that I want to mention here that I think is cool, which I feel like nobody else really cares, is there is a reprint of Ayers Rock Sunrise. I just really like that card. It's a good card for Beast. You can use it with Ojamas. Yeah. Good Ojama card.
It's actually a pretty good reprint.
Yeah, hopefully we get that reprint in the TCG.
Oh, we definitely will. We get every reprint we see in these sets.
Yeah. Although Crystal Girl's going to be interesting. I forget, do we have Crystal Girl already? No.
That'll be an import if we get it here, which would be cool. I don't think that card does anything, but it would be cool.
I do like the artwork on Crystal Girl. I will give it that. So hopefully we get all this. And then obviously Snake Rain. Also, did they spell Snake Rain wrong in this list?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
That's the wrong raid. Wait, there's only the right way to spell that raid.
Snake
Raid has a G in
it. Okay, so yeah, hopefully we get the Ayers Rock Sunrise reprint. Hopefully we get Crystal Girl import. And
we're gonna get a Snake Raid reprint, but it's just gonna be a high rare.
I could see them making it a super, probably. Actually, I wouldn't be shocked if it's in OTS 16. If it's a
Ulti Snake Rain for no reason.
yeah, ulti Snake Rain, that's the final ulti. Okay, on to the next thing. We've got match keys. We got guy strikers, apparently.
Guy strikers.
I haven't read any of these, but I saw the artworks and I'm like, oh, it's all based around one guy and he's got like guns. So it's just Sky Striker, but
He's riding on something.
Konami Konami really saw Sky Strikers and was like, what about men?
What if Ray, but a guy?
Man, don't you hate how men are so excluded from Yu-Gi-Oh? We needed a guy striker archetype.
God, I hope that's called guy strikers now.
I think it'd be really funny if that was the case. But let's go into it. So it seems like it starts off with a vanilla Magiki Sky Blaster Clavis, or Guy Striker Clavis. It's a level 4 Dark Warrior normal monster. Everybody loves Dark Warriors. 1919. Really good vanilla, just in general. The flavor text, hopefully we get the same flavor text. Every person is brimming with potential to go or to stop, to close or to open, depends on yourself. There are many doors in this dazzling world. What opens them is a magical key. 2 keys and 1 door, 2 wills and 1 form. If the doors open, and the world shall be connected, with an enormous power shall reveal itself. We live in a world of Pokemon.
Check this out.
This does seem like, I don't know why, but I was getting like professor vibes, for like Pokemon professor vibes from this flavor text.
Check this out.
I was ready for I was ready for Clavis to pull out a Pokeball.
Deep lore. Check this out.
Yeah, so that's the vanilla 1900 beat stick, level 4 Dark Warrior. Like, it's a good vanilla regardless of the archetype. It's a vanilla that I could see being used in other things.
Like one of the best unexpected die targets.
I was about to say unexpected die is a good card for this. Like, if regardless of how this deck works out, it's probably going to be there. But it seems like the rest of the deck is rituals, which I didn't realize until now. But yeah, the next card is Magiki Blaster Betos Buster. And it looks like it's just a gun. Yeah, it's a Gatling gun. Level 4 Dark Ritual Machine.
The first ritual tuner ever in existence.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. There you go. Fun facts with Miko. Thank you for that. Level 4 Dark Machine Ritual Tuner effect monster, 2000, 2200. You can only ritual summon this card with Magiki Meftea, and you can use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card's ritual summoned, add a Magiki card from your deck to your hand. Okay, so Stratos. Once per turn, when an attack is declared involving this card and an opponent's monster with the same attribute as a normal monster or Magiki monster in your graveyard. Okay, you can place any number of cards from your hand on the bottom of the deck, and if you do, negate that opponent's monster's effects until the end of this turn, then draw cards equal to the number of cards you placed.
That's really interesting.
Yeah. So first things first, it says same attribute as a normal monster or Magiki monster in your graveyard. That makes me assume that we're going to have a lot of different attributes here. I can already see the card underneath is Earth, so I'm expecting a lot of different attributes. Yeah, place any number of cards from your hand to the bottom of the deck, and then draw cards equal to that. That's pretty good. You're just...
The problem is the attack part.
Yeah, and negate the opponent's monster's effects as well. I guess the interesting thing is that, so it says when an attack is declared involving this card. So your opponent, if your opponent attacks, you can activate this, but it doesn't negate the attack, which is interesting. So I think it's a pretty good card. Obviously, it's the Searcher, and it's got a cool little battle phase effect. So I could see people obviously playing 3 of this.
If that negate was at any other time than the battle phase, I think this card would be so much better.
Yeah, if you could just activate this normally or as a quick effect. Yeah. Okay. And we've got another ritual monster. It's a level 8 Earth ritual monster machine. Magiki Cannon Garrus Vet. 2000, 2800. You can ritual summon this card with Meftaf and use its second and third effects once per turn. Gains 300 attack for each monster attribute in your graveyard. When your opponent activates the effect of a monster with the same attribute as a monster in your graveyard, and you control this card ritual summoned using monsters with 2 or more attributes. Quick effect, you can negate the activation if you do destroy that monster. If this ritual summon card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Magiki monster from your deck to your hand. This isn't bad either.
Yo, Gabe, hear me out here. Element Saber.
True.
I was thinking Element Saber, and also I was thinking, anytime I hear about decks that require a bunch of different attributes, I always think Invoked. And I could see, like, it doesn't look like this deck needs its normal summons so far, so I could see, like, an Invoked Magic Key deck, one way or another.
That has some fusions.
Yeah. So yeah, very interesting. We're gonna... I think this card's also good. Like, it's a negate. You can search when it's sent to the grave. Nothing really wrong with it. Although, the second effect, it is once per turn. If you book a moon this card, it no longer gets its negates, right?
What?
If you book a moon this card and it gets flipped face down and then flip back up, does it remember the monsters used for its ritual summon? No.
It just remembers that there's cards used for ritual. Doesn't know what the fuck they were.
Yeah, exactly. So Book of Moon can shut this card down pretty much. So, yeah, take that as it will. Onto the fusions. We've got a level 4 Dark Beast Fusion Tuner effect monster. It's Magiki Summon Beast. Ah, fuck. And Ciala Bolus. 2200, 2000, 1 Magiki monster, and 1 non-token normal monster. You can use the first effect of this card once per turn. If this card is fusion summoned, you can add 1 Magiki Meftaf from your graveyard to your hand. And once per turn, you can target 1 opponent's attack position monster with the same attribute as a normal monster or Magiki monster in your graveyard. Change it to defense, and if you do, it loses 1000 defense. And then banish any monster destroyed by battle with this card. Interesting.
Yeah.
It's a instant fusion target. So
Yo, that's not fun. Yo, what is the tuner?
yeah. It's better than Theseus, the best card of 2017 or 2016.
Oh, yeah, we're really moving up in the road. I was thinking about this archetype was getting a synchro monster at some point.
Oh, that probably.
I really like the next wave of support they're going to show for this is going to be a synchro and NXTs.
Well, the one thing I've noticed, so it looks like the next fusion is the last monster. There's no light type, so we're obviously going to get a light type Magiki sometime in the future.
Yeah, I think we're getting synchro NXTs.
Yeah.
What do we not have? We don't have a fire.
We don't have a fire, and we don't have
a water.
A water. Fire, water, and light are the ones we don't have, so that's going to be the next support for sure.
Oh, we tripled up on darks.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
This card, I mean, it's okay. Add a Meftaf from the graveyard. I guess if you're looking at the cards above, they all search. This one just adds back. So it's meh. The fact that it's a level 4 fusion tuner is probably its most redeeming quality.
Yeah.
Okay, on to the next one. Magiki Summon Dragon Androbimus. Level 8 Wind Dragon Fusion effect monster. 2800, 2000. Requires 1 Magiki effect monster and 1 non-token normal monster. When fusion summoning, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects. Oh, that's pretty good. Once per turn, you can target 1 normal monster or Magiki monster in your graveyard. Destroy all monsters your opponent controls with the same attribute. And once per turn, if an opponent's monster with the same attribute as a monster in your graveyard is destroyed by battle or card effect, and you control this fusion summon card using monsters with 2 or more attributes as material, you can draw 1 card. This card's really good.
I like it.
Crazy how when it's summoned, your opponent can activate effects for the rest of the game.
Busted. Honestly, what I don't understand though, the materials are nearly the exact same as the level 4. The only difference is that the Magiki monster has to be an effect monster.
So you have to use the ritual.
Yeah. Why would you ever summon the level 4 then? if like you can pretty much always summon out this instead.
You really need that meth path back.
Yeah. It's just
I don't know what meth path does, but you might really need it back. I don't know.
yeah, we still don't know what this card does, so I guess that'll decide it. The second effect, like the board wipe's kind of crazy, especially because like we said, a lot of these are darks, so I guess if Orcus ever comes back, that's gone.
Right. Yeah.
And then I think this just further hones in the fact that we will be getting a light, a water, and a fire Magiki card sometime in the future. And once we get the light one, that's going to be kind of nuts.
Well, light's not great in the meta right now.
Yeah, but I just feel like fire and water aren't the most common, but once you have light and dark, light, dark, and earth, if you have those three, you cover a good amount of bases just in general.
Best deck in the game is going to be wind. It's going to be so hard for this archetype to function. Because the only wind is going to be this level 8 fusion monster. Not going to be able to get one on field and one in grave.
They play Maximus just to get it to grave.
True.
So that when they summon it out, they can use the effect. Easy.
Hell yeah.
Okay, on to the spells and traps. Hey, we've got Magiki Meftaf. Fusion summon one Magiki fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion material, or ritual summon one Magiki ritual monster from your hand by attributing monsters from your hand or field whose total levels equal or exceed the level of the ritual monster. If you control a normal monster, you can also send one normal monster from your deck to the graveyard as fusion material or as one of the monsters required for the ritual summon. That's not bad.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a fusion and a ritual card in the same card, and if you have a normal monster, any normal monster, you can then use your deck as material, or use...
It's like Shadal Fusion if you control a brick.
Yeah. So this plus Unexpected Die, you can get your level 8 ritual out, or you can get the level 4 fusion. Oh, I guess this is a good example. This isn't a once per turn, so I guess the play would be you need a normal monster and you need Meftaf. You use this, summon out the level 4 fusion.
Oh, yeah, this is what the level 4 is for.
Yes,
you just need another vanilla in hand.
Yeah, you summon out the level 4 fusion, effect, add back Meftaf, and then use Meftaf again to summon out the level 8.
As long as you control vanilla.
Yeah.
As long as you have a vanilla in hand.
Yeah, you just need another vanilla. So, you need to open up 2 vanillas and Meftaf, I guess, in order to do that.
Wipe.
Yeah, in order to get a board wipe, which it's not the worst thing ever. If you're running like Unexpected Die or something, that shouldn't be too big of an issue. Or hell, play Rescue Rabbit.
Oh, yo, we can play this in Harpies. Summon Harpy Lady.
Yeah, so it seems okay so far. I
The
mean,
biggest problem with it is that you have to send the normal monster from your deck as a material, not just any.
Yeah.
but I feel like you're...
Yeah, but that vanilla with a sick floating effect.
So I guess the real question is, obviously you're going to be playing 3 of the Magiki vanilla. How many vanillas are you going to play in this deck?
Probably a lot.
Yeah, I would expect maybe
All your
that's
effects.
how you use the different attributes, right? So you'd run like a light normal, a fire normal, and a
I can't
water
wait to
normal.
just play this as elemental heroes, but you just play all the vanilla ones.
Yo, actually, that works because they're all warriors, right? And since the vanillas were, you have the like ability to go into like assault if you really wanted to, or something like that. Elemental Magikis. That's what it's gonna be. Yeah, you play Avion, you play Burstinatrix, Claymant, Bubble. Oh no, you can't play Bubble Man.
Not a vanilla. Sparkman is.
Sparkman would be your light. So the only
Yeah,
thing you don't have covered is water.
I think you also don't have a dark because they gave Shadow Mist an effect.
Well, a dark E hero is just a Destiny hero.
Yeah, those are
Facts.
vanillas either. The only vanilla hero that was dark before was Shadow Mist, and they gave him an effect for the TCG.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting. I think I could see people actually playing elemental heroes in this. Yo, just watch, Sparkman's gonna go up. Guarantee it. You're hearing it right here, folks. This is my market prediction. Sparkman will go up because of this deck.
An offhanded comment about elemental heroes is come to.
We are gonna change the market. Alright, next card is the field spell. We got Magiki Unsealing. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn and use its third effect once per turn. When this card resolves, add a Magiki monster from your deck to your hand. The first time each normal monster you control will be destroyed by battle or card effect each turn. Except tokens, it is not destroyed. And during your main phase, you can add one Magiki Meftaf from your deck to your hand, then place one card from your hand on the bottom of the deck. This is a pretty good field spell. So, it's a double search, really. Add a Magiki monster, add the Meftaf. So, yeah, this is a really good field spell. And then it protects your normal monsters.
Hell yeah.
I guess that makes what we were talking about a bit easier, because you really just need to open up a vanilla, right? A vanilla and the field spell, and you're good.
Plus field spells combo, I guess. And
Yeah.
another card in hand.
Vanilla plus field spell. Well, no, it wouldn't. It doesn't even need to be another card in hand, right? Because you would just add another vanilla with Magiki.
Yeah, but you need 2 vanillas for the thing, because you need another vanilla to fuse from in hand.
Well, yeah, vanilla and field spell, because then you activate the field spell, search the vanilla Magiki monster, add
No, because
Meftaf.
you need another card to put. You have to place a card from your hand to the bottom of your deck.
Oh, yeah. But that could be anything.
Yeah, that's why another card.
Oh, wait. I thought you meant like another vanilla.
It's a 3.5 card combo, Pete.
Yeah.
Folks.
So yeah, really good field spell. Nice artwork. It reminds me of World Legacy, the field spell artwork.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, next one, Connected Magiki. Target one normal monster or Magiki monster in your GY, add it to your hand, and then you can apply one of these effects. Fusion summon one Magiki fusion monster from your extra deck in defense position, using monsters from your hand or field as fusion material. And then ritual summon one Magiki ritual monster from your hand in defense position by tributing monsters from your hand or field whose total levels equal or exceed the level of the ritual monster.
I feel like that'd be so much better if it just like engrave instead of adding it back to your hand and then having to do it.
Yeah, I don't get that part. Like, what was the point of adding it back to your hand?
Well, it's because you have to use both materials from your hand. But it's like, oh, this card would be so much better if it was just from your graveyard.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. It's another fusion summon / ritual summon. But it's a trap card, so kind of I guess you can use it on your opponent's turn. That's the idea.
Defense.
Yeah. I think they're all bigger in defense, aren't they, though? No, the dragon's not.
The dragon. Nope, neither of the fusions are bigger in defense. Only the rituals.
Oh hell yeah!
Nice.
Yay!
Please.
Okay, and then the last card for this archetype is Magiki Lock Unlock. Well, that's confusing. You can you can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. When your opponent activates a spell or trap card while you control a Magiki ritual or Magiki monster special summon from the extra deck, negate that activation. If you do, destroy that card. Then you can declare one attribute, and if you do, all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls becomes the declared attribute to the end of the turn. Good card. It's Omni Negate. It's their own Infernity Barrier, pretty much. Something I do think is interesting.
Traps.
Oh,
Negate a monster.
Never mind. I didn't notice that.
Thousand traps, and that makes every monster the same attribute.
Which thing you could use if you have the fusion, just board
That's
wipe.
so bad because it's all
Yep.
you currently control, not all monsters that. Gross.
Yeah. I guess the thing that interests me the most about this card isn't its effect, because it's kind of dookie, but it's the fact that it says Magiki Ritual Monster or a Magiki Monster special summon from the extra deck, implying that we're gonna get more than just fusions. So
It's like he could also be like, what's that Necros card that Colossalus that implies a Necros trap existing that doesn't exist.
Yeah. It could be. I could see like a Magiki Link monster coming out.
I can see a Magiki synchro because of all the tuners. But other than that,
yeah, it is. That is interesting, huh? They made a bunch of the cards tuners, but there's no synchro. So I could see a synchro in the future. I could also see a Link monster in the future.
I can see an XCs just because everything is either a 4 or an 8.
I feel like, you know how we were talking about you need like the one level, you need one normal plus the field spell. I think that, I assume that the Link monster would be a Link 1 and it would fix that problem where you could open up just the field spell, use it to search the vanilla, and then turn it into Link monster and then something happens. I don't know. I could see that being, if a Link monster does come out, that would be what it does. Something along those lines. But yeah, that's the Magiki archetype. Honestly, I'm interested. I'll probably try it out. Got me some Guy Strikers. Let us know in the comments what you think, whether or not you're gonna try out Guy Strikers or not. Although, one of the next archetypes we're gonna be talking about, I'm definitely gonna be playing. And that is, let's open it up here. We've got 2 more archetypes coming out. The first one I'm kind of I don't really care about. It's the Gizmek Archetype, but then the next one is, I'm pretty sure, what everybody's hyped about. So we're going to talk about the Gizmek Archetype. It's a full archetype now. And it's kind of cool. Some of these look like retrains, but the attacks are really weird. As we could see by the first one, we've got Gizmek Inaba. It's a wind machine effect monster. Level 1. Attack points are 50-50. Which, okay. And you can use this card's second effect once per turn. It reads, when this card is normal summoned, special summon 1 machine monster from your hand, whose attack equals its own defense in defense position. And then you can banish this card from your GY, then target 1 machine monster you control whose attack equals its own defense. For the rest of the turn, you cannot declare attacks except with that monster. Also, its attack and defense becomes the total original attack of all machine monsters you currently control, whose attack equals their own defense.
You know, you control 1 of this, and you have 1 in the graveyard, you get a whole 100 attack.
I can't wait for time to be called and somebody losing by 50 life points when this archetype comes out. It's gonna be great. I mean, it's okay. It's special. So obviously we're gonna see a lot of machine monsters whose attack equals its defense.
Special summon thing is good because I'm like, what was it? The water one?
Yeah.
I think you get to special summon another monster from your deck.
Yes.
Attack equal to its defense. No.
Yeah.
First turn barrier statue. Let's go.
It is kind of cool that we got like a Mecha Rabbit retrain though. This is how we're getting it. Very nice. Yeah. Okay. On to the next card. We've got Gizmek Naganaki, Light Machine. Nice. Level 2, 950, 950. You can only use the first and second effect once per turn. You contribute 1 machine monster whose attack equals its own defense. Special summon 1 machine monster from your deck whose attack equals its own defense, but with a lower level than the attributed monster. I guess you can use this to summon out the level 1. I don't know why you do that though. You can banish.
Only gets this effect on normal.
Yeah, so I don't know why you do it, but you can.
There's a thing you can do. It's not good.
Yeah.
It's a thing you can do.
And then you can banish this card from your graveyard. Add 1 of your face-down banish machine monsters whose attack equals its own defense to your hand. That's interesting. Specifically, a face-down banish machine monster. I didn't think that was a thing you could do.
Yeah, because it's what's it called? From Gizmek Archetype.
Yeah. I just yeah.
I just called that card Gizmek. I don't know the rest of his name.
I just didn't realize that you could say at a face down banish machine because technically, if it's face down banish, it's not anything, right?
It's unknown.
Yeah.
You can look through it, and then you have to, I guess, it's just revealed to your opponent, so it's
Yeah.
so they know.
Yeah, that's interesting. I haven't really seen a card like that before. Next one we've got Gizmek Teneguku, Earth Machine, level 3, 1450, 1450. First and second effects are hard once per turns. If this card is normal or special summon, you can place one machine monster from your deck whose attack equals its own defense on the top of your deck. Then you can banish this card from your graveyard, target one machine monster in your graveyard whose attack equals its own defense, and special summon in defense. Pretty good. I like this one. This one isn't bad. Although, it is weird that they would make the Gizmek frog and it's an earth instead of a water.
True.
Meanwhile, the next card, Gizmek Ibuki, is a water when it could have been an earth because it looks like a boar. So,
But it's in the snow.
I feel like they made a little mistake there. I feel like they could have easily swapped those around. Also, they should have made the frog level 2.
We'll make it a level 2 Aqua.
Yeah.
Just name that Frog. Gizmek Frog. This card is always treated as this frog, also in the free field or graveyard.
Gizmek Paleos, next best deck. Right. Yeah, we got Gizmek Ibuki, Water Machine, 1850, 1850. First and second effects are hard ones per turn. If you control a machine monster whose attack equals its own defense, you can special summon this card from your hand. And you can banish this card from your GY, then target one machine monster you control whose attack equals its own defense. Send one machine monster whose attack equals its own defense, but with a lower level than that target from your deck to the graveyard. And if you do this, that target gains attack and defense equal to the sent monster's level times 100.
These effects are so long.
Yeah. Honestly, this one, it's a decent card. This card's an extender, and it also lets you send a card from your deck to the grave, which we've seen before with some of the other cards. You can utilize that, especially with Teneguku. You just banish the special summon from the grave. So yeah, not bad. Then, oh, what the hell is this card name? What? Okay, give me a second. Okay, this is Gizmek Legend, Kamitsuka Washimi? Kamitsuka Washimi. Kamitsuka. Okay, this is Gizmek Legend, Kamitsuka Washimi no Kiki. You can only use the first effect once per turn. During your main phase, you can excavate the top 3 cards of your deck, and if you do, you can add one excavated machine monster whose attack equals its own defense from your hand. Also banish the rest face down, and then each time a machine monster whose attack equals its own defense is normal or special summon, place one counter on this card. Monsters on the field whose attack does not equal its own defense cannot activate their effects while this card has 10 or more counters.
Man,
That's fucked.
this is a skill drain. You get summon 10 Gizmeks.
Yeah. Summon out 10 Gizmeks, and yeah, there you go. You have a skill drain.
It's not to figure out a really convoluted combo to summon 10 Gizmeks on one turn.
I will say my favorite part about this entire archetype is just the artwork on the field spell. I really like the artwork on this field spell.
It's very traditional.
Yeah, I'm a very big fan of like the traditional Japanese artwork like that. So this, I might just buy the field spell if this card comes out as a secret rare, or I might just buy this without buying the archetype because I really like it.
That's fair.
Yeah, on to the next archetype. Well, first of all, what do you guys think about this so far, the Gizmek archetype?
I don't think these cards work very well together, even though they're trying to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Not a big fan of this.
No, it does seem weird. Like, we didn't need a Gizmek archetype.
Good on their own, and they'll have decks that they can fit in, but not together.
I guess that's the big thing, right? It's like, yeah, normally when you think of the Gizmeks, it's like, oh, these are cards that don't work together, but they can work in different decks individually, but you'd never put them together. And I guess that's what they're trying to do here, but it's kind of weird. It'd be like trying to come up with a deck where you could play like all of the Charmer links. which like nope.
Element Saber.
Yeah, like, but even Element Saber wouldn't utilize all of the Charmer links, right?
Well, you only summon 3 at once.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It seemed like I see why Konami did it. I just don't think it's gonna. I don't think it really makes any sense. Literally the only thing that I could think of when reading this archetype was Cyber Dragon Hertz has the same attack and defense because it's 0.
Yeah, nice.
So maybe we'll play the extender, the level 4
Oh,
water.
You're in is it level 1?
The level
No,
Hertz is level 1.
Yeah, you play Naganaki.
Ooh. And also, I guess you could play Inaba, the level 1, because then you just summon this, and then you special summon out Hertz. And then there you go. Then you have Seeger. Hell yeah. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, guess what I'm going to try out.
Gizmek Cyber Dragon.
Gizmek Cyber Dragon, here we come.
Yo, and then you can get counters on the field spell? Mostly.
Okay, yeah. That I might actually look at that. That sounds like it'd be really gimmicky, but sounds fun. Speaking of gimmicks, we got the next archetype here, which I am hyped for. The archetype that might kill Miko. It is the Suships. By the way, I would just like to point out, literally everybody, when they saw the artwork for this card, was like, oh, I bet you they're going to call it something stupid like Suship. Because not only did I say that, I saw the artwork and said, wow, that's probably what they're going to call it.
Yeah, everyone in the group did not believe me when I posted this card. They're like, that's not real.
It does look fake. But yeah, the funny thing is, like, so yeah, in our group chat, you guys saw that I said that, right? I'm like, oh, they're going to call it something stupid like Suship. And then it turns out it's called Suship. I guess Logan from yeah, Logan from Crush Cards did the exact same thing, where I guess she also saw the leak and said they're probably gonna call it something stupid like Suship, and then they announced the name and she's like, "Yo, I called it." But yeah, I guess Konami's that predictable. Anyways, it's this is Rice Suship. It's a Fire Aqua normal. It's a level 4 2000. I think there was a note at the top of this article saying.
That was about the Gizmeks, how the Gizmeks and the TCG have really cool names and these ones don't.
Fire Kraken was the first Fire Aqua type. Okay, never mind. I thought that had to do with this archetype, but no, we're probably not going to see Fire Kraken played in Sushi.
Oh, just you wait.
Okay, so I'm obsessed with this deck already, just from the artwork. Miko might die if he plays this archetype. Miko, for those of you who don't know, is allergic to seafood, so immediate weakness. I'm pretty sure the rules state that, Miko, you have to surrender to this deck if somebody plays it against you, right? For your own well-being? Or is it the other way around, where if you're at an event, people can't play this deck due to allergies?
Yeah, within 6 feet.
Yeah, or it's like you're not allowed to bring peanut butter to school. You're not allowed to bring Suships to a tournament that Miko's at. Okay, so I want to read the whole vanilla text. I haven't actually read any of the Suship cards, so I'm excited for this. Okay, in a certain Suship port in which I've been interested for a while, there is a rice Suship of which only 2,000 vessels a year are produced, with a self-developed old rice that is not too sticky, with a profound taste that cannot be enjoyed in any other ports, of which many critics have heavily acclaimed. The interior of the harbor is of high status, making one's heart beat with excitement. As for the sought-after Suship, despite the vinegar concentration, grasping technique, and modeling worthy of a craftsman, there was still something that wasn't quite right, wasn't quite there. Thus, the store owner speaks, a red vinegar made in Yugioh front that will add a mellow and rich fragrance will be arriving to the port in the upcoming days. And from hearing that, I'm looking forward to this addition. It is unfortunate that the surrounding sea area was somewhat noisy. It is with great expectation of a future visit that I'm grading it with 4 stars.
You get it? 4 stars.
Dude, when did Konami just become like a food reviewer? Is this their version of a mukbang? They're like, yo, we're gonna hop on this trend. I hear all these people doing mukbangs, so we're gonna make a sushi archetype.
Also, when I posted this in the group chat, they thought this was a copy pasta.
Yo, the question is, we all ate scramble egg when it came out, right? Are we just gonna have to eat this whole ass archetype? Anytime you pull a Suship card? Holy shit. Well, that sounds like a video idea. Yeah, really funny flavor text, I guess. It's a food review of a ship. Okay, next card is Row Suship. It's a Fire Aqua level 4, 200, 300. You can only special summon the way... Wait, what? You can only special summon the way of this card's name first effect once per turn. You can only use this card's name second effect once per turn. That's really weird writing, but okay.
I'm pretty sure that's misspelling.
This is grammatical errors.
Yeah.
If you control Rice Suship, you can special summon this card from your hand, and then during the main phase, you can excavate the top 3 cards of your deck, and if you do, you can add to your hand or special summon 1 excavated Rice Suship. Also shuffle the rest back into your deck. I mean, okay, it sounds weird because, like, yeah, it sounds like, do you want Rice Suship before or after you summon this card? I guess they set it up for both, right?
Either way.
Yeah, either Rose your
If you
normal
don't
or
have
Rice
it,
is your
you
normal.
Get it. If you don't have it, you get it. If you do have it, you get this too. Easy.
Damn. So this is just like, like a level 4 turbo, right?
Yeah. Well, they have a rank 4.
Speaking of which, we got Row Class First War Dish. Wait, no, sorry. It's Dreadnought Suship Row Class First War Dish. Dude, all the goddamn food puns. This is crazy. Fire Aqua XEs, rank 4, 22, 300. 2 level 4 monsters. You can only use this card's first effect once per turn. If this card is XC summoned, you can apply these effects based on the monsters used as material. Rice Suship, draw 1 card. Rose Suship, you can make this card can make a second attack during each battle phase. Then, once per turn, when your Suship monster special summon from your extra deck inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can target 1 card they control, destroy it. I mean, it's a good card. Like, draw a card, attacks twice, and then you can pop a card. So, yeah,
I love how this is generic and it has all these. It's like, oh, by the way, you need both of these.
That's where they get you, right? It's like, oh, hey, I can use any level 4s? Yeah, you can. I mean, you're not going to do anything with it unless you use the Suship cards, but knock yourself out, bro.
God.
Yeah, okay, and then we got the field spell, Suship Gallery Kaizen. Once per turn, if you normal or special summon a Suship monster, even during the damage step, you can place 1 Suship card from your deck on top of your deck. Okay. And then once
Alright.
I blanked out for a second there. I was confused. And then once per turn, if your Suship monster special summon from the extra deck is sent to the graveyard by an opponent's card, your opponent must pay life points equal to its defense. Then you can special summon 1 Rice Suship from your hand, and if you do immediately after this effect resolves, XC summon 1 Suship XC's monster. Yeah.
Rice Turbo. This deck is just Rice Turbo.
It's Rice Turbo, although it's weird because it's in order to use the field spell, I guess, to its fullest potential, you need to already have Row in hand, right?
This was a bro.
Oh, it's not yeah, you pretty much need to open Row because you have the field spell, you activate the field spell, normal Row or field spell effect puts Suship on top of the deck, and then Row effect mill special summon. It's weird. So they want you to hard open Row.
Or you can open Rice Row and just get an extra rice. Easy.
Yeah, and then because even the second effect says you special summon the rice from your hand. So
Yeah.
interesting. Okay, and then we've only got 1 more card for this archetype so far. Suship roll specials. Nice. Normal trap, when you activate this card, you can also reveal 1 Rice Suship in your hand. Reveal 3 Suship monsters from your deck. Your opponent picks 1 for you to add to your hand. Also shuffle the rest back into your deck. If you revealed a Rice Suship when you activate this card, you choose instead. And if this card is in your graveyard, except the turn it was sent there, you can banish this card, then target 3 Suship monsters in your graveyard, shuffle them into the deck, then draw 1 card. It's not bad. It's a little slow, obviously, because it's a trap card, but the effect's not the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, overall, I
It
think...
kind of implies that there's gonna be more Suships.
Yeah.
They're gonna need more. Just so these, it's not enough. Oh, Mo just asked me if he's getting unbanned. Oh yeah, that happened earlier.
We saw stuff.
But yeah, I mean, like, at first glance, deck doesn't look great, but I'm gonna buy all these cards anyways, so hopefully we get some good support for it.
On Discord invite. Alright, I guess he's invited to this then.
Who, me?
Oh, I invited Mo to the buddy force.
Okay.
Did he join it? He did join it. Oops.
He's in general. You know what? I'll add him in. He can talk if he wants. Yeah, I guess he's a buddy force member for now. I'll add him.
Still banned.
Hi Momo, you're on.
Nice.
You're on a recording.
I'm on a recording?
Yeah, we're recording
Yeah.
right now. Do you want to be a part of it?
No.
Alright.
Okay. Bye, Momo. Okay. Well, that was Momo, everybody. And he left the server. Okay. Well. Hi Momo. Bye
Yeah, he's
Momo.
still banned, so that's funny.
Oh, Miko, you didn't unban him?
earlier. I thought I was doing it earlier. Is it still banned? Alright, I guess we'll revoke the ban, I guess.
Okay, so yeah, that's it for the Suship archetype. Honestly, yeah, doesn't look too great right now. Hopefully they get some better support. Hopefully they get more Suship monsters, but I'm excited for it. I like the artwork. I'll definitely play it. Rest in peace, Miko. So, on to the next article. We've got Refined Ritual Art, a card that got announced in Dawn of Majesty, the same set that Suship is coming out in. It's a ritual spell card that says this card is used to ritual summon any 1 ritual monster. You can only activate 1 card with this card's name per turn. Its effect reads, ritual summon 1 ritual monster from your deck by tributing normal monsters in your hand whose total levels equal exactly the level of the monster you ritual summon. Shuffle the special summon monster into the deck during your opponent's end phase. It seems like this will probably play into the magic keys, obviously, because you need to use normal monsters.
Just the reverse of Advanced Ritual Art.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
interesting.
Oh, it's weird that it's refined, but it shuffles the monster back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Alistair, is it?
It looks like Alistair.
Huh. Interesting. But yeah, I'm not sure how I feel. I mean, really, what's the use case scenario for this card? Magic keys?
Yeah, you could like summon one of the Shino birds because they already get shuffled back anyway.
Are you playing normals in Shino Birds?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, actually, not in your hand though.
Yeah.
The vanillas are on field because they're tokens.
Yeah, this is a weird card, but okay.
Some Shino birds and Magiki.
Yeah.
Those
Not...
are just good removal.
Okay,
I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of something.
Konami, we're struggling here to talk good about this deck. Please, just like, yeah.
You're the Blue Eyes to summon Chaos Max from deck.
Oh, hell yeah.
Busted. There we go.
Don't need the Chaos Max to stick.
We found the use case. Okay, next article, Cyber Style Structure Deck. I'm excited about this. Anybody who knows me knows how much I love the Cyber Dragon archetype, and they made it worse. So we've got... Wait, what the hell? What's the beginning of this article? Gusto died for this? What?
Oh, so second.
Gusto came second in the votes.
Oh.
Also, our friend Eric.
Okay, so yeah,
Our friend Eric really likes Gustos, ripped him.
Alright, so yeah, we have the Cyber Style Structure deck. It looks like it fuses regular Cyber Dragons with the Cyber Darks.
I mean, do you see the artwork of that card? It's just them stacked on top of each other.
Yeah,
Like, actually just stacked on top
it
of
really
each
is
other.
just Cyber Dark combined with Cyber End, so... I mean, yeah, go off, King. So let's see how good this deck is and whether we're actually going to see use for it. So first, we got the boss monster, Cyber Dark End Dragon, Dark Machine, level 12, 5,000 attack, 3,800 defense. It requires Cyber Dark Dragon and Cyber End Dragon. Must either be fusion summoned or special summoned by tributing one level 10 or lower Cyber Dark fusion monster equipped with Cyber End Dragon. The effects are unaffected by any effect activated by your opponent. Once per turn, you can equip one monster from either graveyard to this card, and this card's maximum number of attacks per battle phase equals the number of cards equipped to it. I mean, it's a decent boss monster. It's got like a little unaffected clause, and then it just gets stronger every turn that it is on the field. Like, what can you say?
You also re-equip the stuff. The Cyberdarks use shit like Entis and stuff. So I guess you can equip it again.
Mm-hmm.
After you go to the grave. Does that activate when you go to the grave?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure it does.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, you do
definitely
As
not
long
a
as
bad
I have a way
boss.
to, like, send the clips
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, definitely not a bad boss monster. The question yeah. Question is how easy is it to summon, and I think we're about to find out exactly how hard or how easy it is. Next card we've got is Cyber Dark Chimera, Dark Machine level 4, 821, and you can only use this card's name first and second effect once per turn. You can discard one spell or trap, add one power bond from your deck to your hand. Also, you cannot use monsters as fusion material for the rest of the turn except dragon or machine cyber monsters. And once, if you fusion summon this turn, you can also use monsters in your graveyard as fusion materials by banishing them. And then if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can send one Cyber Dark monster from your deck to the graveyard with a name different from the cards in your graveyard. This card's pretty good. I'm going to say, I guess that's an easy way to summon out the Cyber Dark Dragon.
If Future Fusion was it errata to be shit.
Oh my god, dude. This would be nuts. But yeah, it searches a power bond and then it turns power bond into a miracle fusion. So I'd say good card. Although, my only question is, so this effect, the first effect happens regardless of if Chimera's on the field, right?
No.
Does it
Chimera should be on the field.
Does it have to be on the
Actually,
field
no,
in order
this
to
is
banish?
after- no, it's after this card resolves. Yeah. There's just such a weird wording on it.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like it's continuous.
Yeah, okay, so I would assume that, yeah, if you summon this card, you activate its effect, even if it leaves the field, you can still banish from your graveyard.
And if you do.
Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, it's a good card for what it's trying to do. It obviously makes summoning out Cyber Dark Dragon a lot easier. Next card is Cybernetic Horizon.
Yeah, that's a set.
Yeah, hold on. What? They really couldn't come up with, like, any other name? They had to go with the one that's already a set that doesn't include any Cyber Dragons?
Isn't that Field Spell's the name of a set?
Oh yeah, no, the fusion spells Cyber Dark Impact.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I think that card came out in Cyber Dark Impact too.
This is so
So
messed
it
up.
has an exclamation mark, so it's different.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
gonna add an exclamation mark this one. It'll be different. It's not the same. It's not the same thing.
Yeah, whatever, I guess.
It's got punctuation.
Okay, so the spell card reads, this card's also traded as a Cyber Dark card. And you can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck the turn you activate this card, except machine monsters. Send 2 dragon and or machine cyber monsters with different attributes to the graveyard, one from your hand, one from your deck. And add 1 dragon or machine cyber monster from your deck to your hand. And if you do, send 1 machine cyber fusion monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. Okay, that makes sense. So I guess that's how you send you send Cyber End Dragon with that.
The idea, I
Probably.
guess, is you equip it with Cyber Darkness Dragon, equips Cyber End, and then you go into Cyber End Darkness Dragon.
Yeah, I doubted that this deck was gonna let you summon out Cyber and Dragon. so, so yeah, and then under here, what does it say? The following cards are not machine cyber monsters due to their OCG names not containing. I wonder if you'll be able to do that in the TCG though.
Oh, I can't wait for the whole. It's just gonna like except for Cyberstein.
Well, here's the thing. I was about to say you can't use it if it has a hyphen, but not all of these have a hyphen. Like you should technically be able to summon out Cybersaurus.
Yeah.
Cybersaurus. Fun fact: Cybersaurus was in the Cyber Dragon structure deck. So, what about it, Konami? Huh? Telling us.
The TCG thing is just gonna have like this long list of stuff. It's just gonna be like except for
telling us that you can't use Cybersaurus when you put it in the deck. That was in the structure deck.
It's gonna be like the frog thing all over again, where everything just says except for Frog the Jam.
Dude, could you imagine how long every card's gonna be? Where it's like, add one Cyber monster from your deck to your hand, except Cyberstein, Cyber Falcon, Cyber Tech Alligator, Cybersaurus, Cyber Soldier of Dark World. Yo, what if on these cards they just put like a bit.ly link where it's like, dude, add one cyber monster except for bit.ly/
A little QR code on the side.
Oh, instead of the little silver logo, it's just a QR code. it's all the accepts. Add one cyber monster except for CQR code. Yeah, I'm a fan. Okay, and then confirmed reprints, we've got Cyber Dragon, Cyber Dark Horn, Cyber Dark Edge, Cyber Dark Neil, Power Bond, Cyber End Dragon, and Cyber Dark Dragon. I guess this makes sense now. Now I get why they are making another ulti Cyber Dragon. I guess that makes sense.
I mean, I said that last week, but okay.
Yeah. I forgot that I didn't, because I guess this wasn't announced yet. I wasn't sure how far out we were.
Last week.
Was it?
Yeah. We just got the cards now.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm wrong.
Well, it wasn't announced last week. It was announced when they won the starter deck poll.
Okay. But, yeah, overall, as a Cyber Dragon fan, I mean, it's interesting. It looks like we are getting some interesting support. I'm not sure if it'll be better than just playing a regular Cyber Dragon deck, but, yeah, I'm excited to see what other cards we get. Okay, on to the next thing. We got some more merchandise at Shop Yugioh. We've got Hoppy Easter that has a bunch of Toon Rabbit memorabilia. I actually wanted to talk about this real quick because this has been out for a few weeks and I forgot to talk about it. So first off, yeah, we got the Hoppy Easter in 3 different variants. We've got it in like blue and like different shades of blue, and then we've got a colored version that has like all the colors of Toon Rabbit. Kind of cute, if that's your deal. But, no, the thing I wanted to talk about is there's new metal cards. Because I've announced every other metal card when it came out. So we've got Black Luster Soldier, Exodia, and Karibo. I haven't ordered these yet. I have to order these. I'm on the fence about ordering the Black Luster Soldier, but I'm definitely going to order Karibo and Exodia. But yeah, get it while you can. Pre-orders end March 17th. I have ordered every other one so far. Yeah, I ordered the Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician Girl, Dark Magician, and then I also ordered the Game Flip Coin and the Millennium Stone. So yeah, if this seems like something that you'd be interested in, you could use these as a field center if you really wanted to. Yeah, get them if you want. Okay, and on to the last thing, which I know it might take a while. As many of you already obviously know, the ban list came out. It's effective Monday, so the day after you guys are seeing this. And, yeah, the changes are Union Carrier, Zexel, and VFD all got banned. Ben 10 was limited. Nothing was semi-limited. And then Dragon Buster Destruction Sword was set to 3. Bardiche was set to 3. DeLorean was set to 3. Ignister, the Synchro was set to 3. Rank Up Magic Argent Chaos Force is set to 3, and True King's Return is set to 3. Now, this ban list had something interesting, which has never happened before, where we have like a delayed unban. Because if you guys noticed, the one thing I didn't say was Firewall Dragon. So Firewall Dragon went from banned to 3, but it says that the change to Firewall Dragon from Forbidden to Unlimited does not take effect until April 14th, 2021. So this list is effective Monday, March 15th, but Firewall Dragon is not technically unbanned for another month. Now I've never seen that before, and that's never happened before. What do you guys think about this? Because I feel like they could have just put out an e-ban list, just put no sooner than April. Like, I feel like they could have done something else.
Just like, hear me out here. Update the database.
Yeah. Well, a good example
because with the other one.
Mirakura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing about this is, I know some people were saying like, oh, they're doing this because they want to print the eroded version, but it's not like they've changed the it's not like they haven't changed the database before and then taken it off the list, like we said with Mirakura. Also, I think the quickest example of that would be Sky Striker Ray, because when Sky Striker Ray first came out, it was misprinted and it had a colon instead of a semicolon.
Wasn't cost.
Which made people think that it wasn't cost. So you'd activate the effect, wait for a response, and then if there was no response, then it would tribute itself. And then they immediately just changed that in the database, and then the next reprint had the semicolon. So it's like, literally on release, the Ray was different on the card than it was in the database. So I don't see why they couldn't have just changed Firewall in the database.
The best one was like the Hexteo one, where it's just the text is wrong. Bother changing. It was just worse.
See, yeah, that's an example of what they're doing here, which honestly, it's not the right way to do it. They waited until Hexteo got its reprint in order for the effect to be corrected, and it sucks.
What's the other one? Oh, Top of Watching Zero Boros is also the same thing. Is the text is wrong. They're just not going to change it until the reprint happens.
Yeah, and that we still don't have a reprint for that, right?
No, we do. It was in battles.
Oh yeah, it was in battles. My bad. Okay, let's quickly just go over each card. So Union Carrier banned. I feel like people were expecting it. Yeah. I feel like people were expecting that. This card is makes so many combos broken. Like, it was used in Drytrons. It was pretty much used in any combo deck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, not super surprised that it is that it's banned.
The card is also just like future card design is so bad with that, because like anything with a weird, or like either with a field, like an equipped field effect, or on like a weird floating graveyard effect is
Yeah.
So we're suggesting Dawn Knight gets banned over this. It's like, yeah, but like think about it. You want to ban Dawn Knight of all things.
Well, I guess that's always the debate that comes with Yu-Gi-Oh! Is, do you ban the problem card or do you ban the thing that gets you the problem card? Yeah, exactly. It's that
deck monsters.
Like, that's always been like the debate that people have is, do you hit the problem card or do you hit the card that causes the problem? Which, I mean, in one way or another, they're kind of the same thing, but it's, yeah. And here they decide to hit Union Carrier instead of Dawn Knight, because whenever you do some of the, like, oh, you hit Dawn Knight or you hit Dragon Buster Destruction Sword, you're just putting patches on the problem.
Well, Dragon Buster Destruction Sword should have stayed on the ban list, but that's a whole different thing.
Yeah, that's all. But we all know. But the reason it was put on the ban list was because of Union Carrier, and it's a whole thing. Let's know what you guys think. Do you think that when stuff like this happens, should they hit the problem card, or should they hit the card causing the problem? Like, should they have hit Dawn Knight, or was Union Carrier the right hit? I think Union Carrier is the right hit, because now we have a smaller ban list.
Yeah.
Instead of Yeah.
Firewall ban list. It was just like 15 cards, and then just Firewall's not on there.
Yeah. It's like what you said. Like, would it be easier to ban needle fiber or ban every tuner? Like,
Ban all tuners.
and that's the one thing that I like is like over time, our ban list has been getting smaller. And we'll talk about that a bit more as we go on. But yeah, next card, Zexel. I mean, this has been coming for a long time, right?
We're getting the new Utopia support. That's why.
Yeah, we're getting new Utopia support, and
Apparently-
it's like,
Apparently, that making Zexel super easy
hmm
is the problem, not Numeron, who is able to make it off of 1 yard.
So I guess are the Numerons just used as like an OTK now? Like, what do you do with
Yep.
Numerons?
Yeah, Appaloosa turn 1. After that, just OTK.
Yeah,
Palooza
it's
S.
oh my god.
you can still play the macro decks, like, don't get me wrong. It provides a lot of muscle, though,
Yeah.
to a macro deck. It's an OTK option. You have double.
So yeah, like here's the thing when it comes to this list. Well, actually, let's finish talking about this. So VFD banned. I mean, we all saw that coming. Like
Yeah.
virtual
So
world
Chris-
was an issue.
So Chris thought it was going to 1 for some reason.
Why would they put it to 1?
I don't know. It's just what he said.
Oh yeah, this is Konami.
Yeah, but Konami likes killing things. They went back to, you know what, let's just make things dead.
Yeah. Well, normally they make a mistake first and then they fix it, which is why so many things become unlimited now. Yeah. Anyways, next card, Cyber Angel Ben 10 limited. I feel like most people were expecting this. People thought that Ben 10 was either going to be banned or limited. I thought it was going to be banned, but
Man, it's too much.
Miko and I talked about this before the stream or before the video started, where making it limited was actually the better scenario for the game than banning it. Miko, do you want to give your explanation real quick? You'll do a better job than I
There's
can.
like that ritual toolbox that like Ben 10 is a really big part of. It just gives you access to a bunch of like different fairies and like ritual options. Also, the thing with Ben 10 at 1, you're more susceptible to hand traps because an Ash makes a bigger difference. Droll still ends turns because it's Droll. Droll's good. Droll's degenerate as hell. You're susceptible in Drytron specifically. You're susceptible to a DD Crow really well, and it's Cyber Angel's only searcher besides Petite Cyber Angel. So
Yeah, I guess.
there's just a lot of options that like Ben 10 opens up for ritual decks.
Yeah.
And it's not like Drytron was taking over the format or anything. Drytron actually like fell off a cliff.
Yeah, it's because
before
everybody
the
and their
came
mom
out, like,
started filling up their side decks just for Drytron.
Because Drytron is the easiest thing to side fork.
So
Yeah,
I guess it's interesting.
Play Cycle Reader.
hmm
What do?
So with Ben 10 at 1, I guess, yeah, it's sort of like with Ben 10 at 1, you basically just like, this is the card that I stop in Drytrons. Like,
You just roll.
yeah, like if Ben 10 wasn't, or if Ben 10 was banned, I guess people would be like, okay, exactly where should I be using my hand traps against Drytrons? But with Ben 10 at 1, it basically it's just like a big red light just saying, hey, this is where you use your hand traps. This is where you stop the deck.
Or draw.
Or draw. Yeah. Honestly, I think it was the nerf that it needed. Obviously, Drytrons is going to become more powerful with the new set because they're getting that absolutely absurd rank 1. Like,
Yeah,
but that's a
that
whole
doesn't
other
fix-
issue.
That doesn't fix the problem the deck has of like flashing right droll me.
Yeah. But yeah, okay, continue on. Dragon Buster Destruction Sword came to 3 because Union Carry got banned.
Please no.
So why do you think that it should have stayed banned? Like, do you think anybody's going to utilize it now that it's at 3?
As soon as Ghost from the Past comes out, there's a 1-card combo with Dragoonity. Was it? I forgot what his name is.
Leviathan.
Well, there's Leviathan is the end part of it, but
Mhm.
there's a card in Ghost from the Past that Makes it a 1-card combo without using your normal summon to get Buster Lockout.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
And Dragoon Armogram.
Okay.
Yeah. It's really a 1-card combo where you can just get 1-card combo, no normal summon required. Boom, Buster Lock. Also, you can do like Exabeetle equip.
Mm-hmm.
It's not great because Exabeetle's 1,200 with a with a Buster equip. But like,
well, I guess I can mention what we were talking about before. Elemental Hero Prisma, reveal a Buster Blader fusion, and then equip Dragon Buster onto Prisma. Boom. Can your deck out a 1,700 beat stick? No? Well, I guess you lose. Yeah, and then Firewall Dragon at 3, obviously with the new errata, it's what? It's a hard once per turn and then only Cybers, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I don't think anybody cares about Firewall.
it's a bounce 3 and it's some of the Cybers. That's good in Code Talker.
Yeah.
True.
But then but it's if something's good in a bad deck, how good is it? Like that's always the question, right?
Hey man, Code Talker is good in the OCG.
Yeah. That's the one thing that Konami loves to do. Really good cards in really bad decks. Like War Rocks, that's a perfect example. The field spell is amazing. They just had to put it in the most dog shit deck ever made. Konami loves to do stuff like that, and they're doing it once again.
It made a lot of sense for Firewall to have been a release like this, just because, like, yo, it's like the protagonist Ace Monster, it works in his deck.
Yeah, in reality, this is how Firewall should have been the whole time.
It works in his deck and only his deck. Easy.
Yeah. Okay, next up we've got Phantom Knights of Rusty Bardiche to 3. Does this care? Does this matter?
0 to 1 made so much more a difference.
Yeah.
1 to 3 doesn't do anything because you only play one of this anyway.
Yeah, but some of 3 of them.
True. They all point to each other.
I feel like that's always been the case, right? Like, if any card goes straight from 1 to 3, it normally doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
Which I guess is a good example of the next 2 cards. DeLorean, Tiger King of the Ice Barrier, 1 to 3.
It has an errata.
It has an errata.
The errata makes it bad. You can't do infinite loops anymore.
Yeah.
What's the point of this card?
So 1 to 3, no difference. Ignister, 1 to 3. For Durama Chords, because guess what? They weren't going to give us Electromite.
In theory, this is really strong in Dragon Link. You have to play Luster.
Yeah, that's the issue. You have to play Luster.
Like, the problem is synchro summoning this with Luster. Like, if we saw an Agripane, this would be insane.
Okay, and then Miko, we were talking about this a bit before, but rank up Magic Argent Chaos Force.
$10.
Yeah, the card's going up, but Miko and I were talking. We can't figure out a way to use this card right now.
We're gonna play 15 Chaos 15 Turbo again or something. I don't know.
So yeah, everybody who's buying out Argent Chaos Force or is making the price go up, you're probably gonna lose some money. Also, the one that I think Ronnie was the most excited for, True King's Return to 3. Did you guys happen to see the clip of Ronnie that was in our my banlist reaction?
Yeah. I remember we were talking to Ronnie, and then he was like, "Yo, Draco's at like full power. So we're missing 2 terraformings, 2 card buys, 2 diagrams, 2 dynamite decks,
2 Into the Void,
3 masterpiece,
yeah.
2 Into the Void." Other than that, though, full power.
Yo, other than the 15 cards we don't have, we're at full power. Yo, my car's at a full tank of gas if you don't count the quarter of that it's empty. I just go to a gas station. Hi, can you fill her up? Yeah, sure. It's at 3/4. Well, you only filled up 3/4. Well, yeah, it's like it's full if you don't count the last quarter. So, sir, you're not wrong.
God.
So yeah, let us know what you guys think about the ban list.
Can we say something about Mally?
Oh yeah, so Mally's the only semi-limited card. which I wanted to mention because do you guys think that semi-limited in general is just like an outdated thing? Like, I feel like,
There's one card it makes sense for, and it's actually just Mally.
yeah, Mally's the only card it makes sense for, but it's just like, other than that, I just feel like, I don't know, every card now should either be banned or limited on the list. Like,
And then the Mally section.
I feel like gone are going to be the days of cards that are semi-limited. Like, I can't really
Sorry,
think
Mally.
of reasons. Except for Mally.
Mally gets his own special place.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think. Like, is semi-limited an outdated, I guess, like, concept?
Can we just start a petition to call the semi-limited list the
Yeah.
Mally section?
So yeah, we've asked you guys a lot of questions. So yeah, should the Mally section just no longer exist? Like, do we need it? How do you guys think that True Draco is going to make a difference now that it's at full power? And and is Code Talker going to become meta because Firewall's at 3?
It's the new best deck.
The new best deck. Hey, we got 3 copies of an errated card. We're better now.
I think we get like that.
Where's the why?
If we get Decode Heart Soul, I think actually the deck becomes a lot better here. That card's actually legitimately good.
No, here's the thing, right? Do you think Jeff Jones is going to make another triple Firewall combo? He's like, oh, I summoned out 3 Firewall. I mean, you can only use 1, but I have 3 on the field.
Yeah, you need all 3 on the field so they're pointing to each other, so you can use that one effect for more bounces.
This time I'm using number 2. Okay, guys. Well, that's it. Thank you so much for sticking around. This has definitely been longer than our previous ones. Tomorrow will be the Fusion Gaming Remote Duel Tournament. It's going to be a bit different tomorrow. Instead of us going around and checking out the different matches, I'm going to try participating in the event. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be pretty interesting on my point of view. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work. I'm going to figure out how chat's going to work. I think I'm just going to have to like hide chat and then only look at it in between matches. Because based off of what we talked about last week, I feel like streamers in tournaments are kind of in hot water. So we're going to have to play next week or Monday kind of safe. Anyways, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Gabe, Miko, thank you for joining.
I would have been here sooner, but I fell asleep.
Well, yeah.
I mean, we had our great conversation about soap earlier and toothpaste, so.
Yeah, we talked about canceling soap, which we'll get to maybe next week. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you use code BuddyForce5 for 5% off at FusionGamingOnline.com. Make sure you check out the live stream every Monday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Anyways, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Bye!
Bye.